Michael, first, before we start stream, I have you here, I have you live, so I'm going to ask you, we've been hearing back and forth. I'm going to ask you if you have any kind of an approximate release date on Terrifier 2.
That seems to be the question of the year, right? Everybody's anxiously awaiting, as are we. And the thing is, I actually was just away with Damien and Dave in Kentucky. We were in Louisville, Kentucky, and we were at a convention over there. And I'd asked them, I said, what is the update? Because I've seen a lot of the film. Obviously, I worked on the movie. I've seen a lot of it compiled and put together. There is a rough cut of it, and it's over 2 hours. I think it's something close to 2 hours and 20 minutes. And Damien's working hard to get that down, to trim the fat. The movie is most likely, though, going to be over 2 hours, which is cool. And also, I'm curious to see how that works, because a lot of times when people see that number, they kind of start shying away. But I can tell you this, the movie definitely delivers on a lot of the goods, and the pacing is there. So that's important. But to answer your question, it's looking like it's going to be in the new year, around February-ish. And the reason for that, we really wanted it to be now, like around Halloween and, this kind of fall season. But when you finish a film, it kind of leaves your hands, so to speak, and it's kind of out of your hands because the distributors, the sales agents, all start getting involved. Also, for the final touches of the movie, you're getting it, the score completion, you're getting the color correction done, the sound design, all of those things that, is not under your control. So you're really on a timetable for some people. But the real issue is the distribution sales agent, because now it's the shopping it around, and then they kind of dictate and say, okay, this is when we want to release it because we feel that it will reach the most amount of people and do well and the most platforms and all of that stuff. So it's hard to really pinpoint when. I just know that from past experience and, working on other films and seeing how it all the dominoes kind of fall, it's looking like around that time. The movie will and is done well before that, obviously, but they need time to kind of market it and get it rolling and, have the rollout and the release plan. So it's looking like that, and that's what Damien has been telling me. So
that does open up a whole new world, though. I can see Art the Clown Valentine's cards.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can just see it happening.
The thing with Valentine's Day too, that it's really the next big opening kind of weekend for horror films, because you have the first is like the end of the summer, fall, because again, the barbecues are ending, everybody's coming back from vacation, and you're starting with the Halloween season. So that's like your number one release for horror films. The only thing with that is you're competing with a ton of content and a ton of other films that's kind of flooding the market, right? The second biggest, though, is around that Valentine's Day, February release, because there's a lull in those kinds of movies, and you're kind of yearning for something, you're kind of needing something to fill the void, and everybody loves going to the movies on a date to go see the horror films because you got everybody kind of up against each other and they're watching, so it's a really nice date night. For sure.
Bloody Valentine's already been done.
Right, so. Right. So I mean, but that's really those two I notice are the other markets. But again, with Terrifier 2, I don't think there's going to be an issue with getting people to want to see it. I mean, everybody's waiting to see it, including us, to just get it out and share it with the world. So I think no matter when it kind of comes out, I think people will embrace it for sure. I hope, at least.
Hey fiends, DonnaJean here. Thanks for joining me for that chat of Espresso. If you would like to hear my entire chat with Michael Leavy and hear about the ins and the outs and the gore and the Indiegogo and the perks and the celebrities, click on the link that should be showing up about now.